You can research other material that contain many difficult combinations of sound. Practice reading and record to hear my voice giving full value to each vowel and consonant sound while reading at a normal rate. I think a thought. That thought I think. I think out loud. I remember I think as I think a thought, as I always thought. I will always get as I always got. I will always get as I always got. If I always think as I always thought. To change a thing, I change the thought. As I think a thought, that thought I think becomes the thing, the thinking thought. That focused passion will bring about Lesson 6, the flowing vowels. The sounds of speech are classified as either vowels or consonants. The difference is simple. The vowels are sounds that slow out of the airstream with no interference from the organs of articulation, and the consonants are obstructed sounds. Because of this, the vowel sounds carry the tone and resonance of the voice. There are single vowels and double vowels. The double vowels are called diphthongs, but for the purposes of keeping things simple, we'll treat them all the same. In North American English, there are about 15 vowel sounds. People in certain regions may use a few more than that, but generally these extra sounds are peculiar to particular geographic areas. So let's consider only the ones that represent common usage. The difference between vowel sounds when we speak them is determined by the position of the tongue, jaw, and lips. But as I said, in all cases, the sound flows out freely. The tongue runs the full gamut of positions, high, medium, and low. The lips may be rounded or held in an oval position. They also protrude and retract. The important thing is that the accuracy and purity of the sounds will depend on these organs of speech being in the right place at the right time. Let's get one thing clear, though. The most important part of clear speaking is ear training. As children, we learn to speak by listening and by imitating the sounds we hear. This is the most effective and the most natural way to learn, and many people have picked up bad speech habits for this very same reason. They reflect the speech patterns of their environment. So these mechanical sessions are my speech gymnasium. Then, when it's time for an event, these workouts will be etched in my subconscious mind, and the correct lip and tongue positions will have become a part of my habitual speech. I'll repeat. I decide now to develop ear training. I listen closely to good voice actors on radio, internet, and television, and learn to hear myself objectively. I record my voice routinely and compare the way I sound with other professionals. I know vowels are classified by the relative position of the tongue, the front, center, and back vowels, as well as high, middle, and low vowels, indicating the tongue's position at the time the sound is made. It is arched in the front, center, or back of the mouth and is held in a high, middle, or low position. In articulation, there are two extreme lip positions, EE and OO. The tongue is also in the extreme front position on the sound EE and the extreme back position on the sound OO. So we call these extreme vowels. The other two extreme vowels are A, as in bad, and AW, as in odd. In these two vowels, the tongue is held in the extreme back of the mouth cavity. To review the four extreme vowels, EE, OO, A, and AW. Now I use them in words, seed, food, bad, odd. To make this sound EE distinctly, I must slightly drop the lower jaw, arch the tongue to a position high and forward in the mouth, with the sides of the tongue touching the teeth. Move the lips into a grinning or retracted position in an oval shape. The sound is E, as in need, speed, deed, feed, and feed. To make the sound A, as in bad, I drop the lower jaw to a fully open position, flatten the tongue to a low and forward position, retract the lips, and move the tongue into an almost circular position. The sound is A, as in bad, cad, had, lad, tan, man. For the sound SW, as in odd, we drop the lower jaw to a fully open position, arch the tongue low and back in the mouth, and protrude the lips. The sound again is AW, as in odd, sawed, claw, walk, and water. To make the sound OO, as in booed, I must drop the lower jaw into much the same position as in EE, only slightly less open. Arch the tongue high and toward the back of the mouth. Protrude the lips and make a small round circle with the lips. The sound is o-o, as in booed, food, rude, prude, to, lewd. All of these vowels that we call extreme vowels fit into the other categories of front, center, and back as well. Let's take a look at all 15 vowel sounds and use them in words, elongating the sound. First, the front vowels. In each sound, that tongue is held in the front of the mouth. E as in need, speed, deed, feed. I as in kit, bit, quit, mit. AY as in aid, stay, play, tray. E as in bed, read, sled. A as in bad, cad, had, lad. There are 3 center vowels. ER as in bird, word, heard, slurred. A as in alone, ago, about, alas. U as in mud, bud, cut, luck, shut. The back vowels are O as in booed, food, rude, prude, to, lewd. UU as in would, hood, should, could, cook. O as in code, bode, load, toad, low. AW as in odd, sod, claw, walk, talk. AH as in hard, barred, card, lard, scarred. The low vowels are A as in bad, U as in mud, AH as in hard, and AW as in odd, all of which we examined under other categories. The last one is I as in tide, ride, slide, pride, and glide, and that means better tone with more resonance exercises. Key number, the front vowels. 1 need E, 2 kit I, 3 8 E, 4 bed E, 5 bad A. Say these 5 words in succession. Notice that they are all formed in the front of the mouth. Notice the relative positions of the lower jaw, lips, and tongue when I articulate them. Repeat these 5 low vowels in succession. Note that they are formed with the tongue in the low position. A and Y are also front vowels. U is a center vowel, and AH and AW are back vowels. The vowel is the article A, as used in a long time ago. This vowel doesn't require any special categorizing, as it doesn't particularly fit anywhere. It is never stressed in usage and is neither high, low, front, nor back. Vowel sound chart. Elongate the vowel sounds in each word. Exercises. Underline the vowel sounds in the following items and read them slowly in sequence. Omit all consonant sounds. Underline the vowel sounds in each of the following items and read them slowly in sequence. Omit all consonant sounds. Exercise. Read the following very slowly, elongating the vowel sounds for a smooth flowing, resonant delivery. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace,